Welcome back to the Canada Immigration Matters YouTube channel presented by Chugo Immigration Services. Our topic today is how to immigrate to Canada as a teacher. As a registered Canadian immigration consultant, I often receive inquiries from foreign-born teachers looking to immigrate to Canada. The process of immigrating to Canada as a teacher can be complex, but with careful planning and preparation, it is possible to successfully navigate the process and establish a successful teaching career in Canada. In this video, we will provide an overview of the options available to teachers who want to immigrate to Canada and some of the steps that you will need to take in order to successfully navigate the process. If you have ever wondered what it's like to work in Canada as a teacher, this is your opportunity to find out in great detail. In this presentation, we will give purposeful tips for teachers who want to immigrate to Canada. To get all the important details, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Canada is a popular destination for immigrants due to its high standard of living, low crime rates, and excellent education system. If you are a teacher looking to immigrate to Canada, you will be happy to know that there is a high demand for teachers in the country, especially in certain subject areas such as math, science, and French. In this video, we will discuss the different options available to you as a teacher to immigrate to Canada and how to go about the process. We begin with the options for immigrating to Canada as a teacher. Option 1, Express Entry. The Express Entry system is the most popular immigration program for skilled workers in Canada. If you have a job offer from a Canadian employer or if you are already working in Canada on a temporary work permit, you may be eligible to apply for permanent residence through the Express Entry system. To be eligible for Express Entry, you must meet the following criteria. Number 1. Have at least 1 year of work experience in a skilled occupation. Teaching is a skilled occupation. Number 2. Meet the language requirement, either English or French. Number 3. Have a post-secondary degree or diploma. Number 4. Score at least 67 points out of 100 on the Comprehensive Ranking System, CRS. To apply for Express Entry, you must first create an online profile and enter the pool of candidates. Your profile will be ranked based on the CRS, which considers factors such as your age, education, work experience, language skills, and other factors. If you receive a high ranking, you may receive an invitation to apply for permanent residence. Option 2. Provincial Nominee Program, PNP. Each province and territory in Canada have its own immigration program called the Provincial Nominee Program, PNP. If you have a job offer from a Canadian employer in a specific province or territory, you may be able to apply for permanent residence through the PNP. The requirements for the PNP vary depending on the province or territory, so you will need to check with the specific PNP to see if you are eligible. Option number 3. Study in Canada. If you are not currently working as a teacher in Canada, you may be able to study in Canada and then apply for a work permit after you graduate. To study in Canada, you will need to apply for a student visa and be accepted into a recognized Canadian educational institution. Once you have completed your studies, you may be eligible to apply for a work permit under the Postgraduation Work Permit Program. The work permit will allow you to work in Canada for up to 3 years after you graduate. How to apply for permanent residence as a teacher. Gather all the required documents. To apply for permanent residence as a teacher in Canada, you will need to gather a number of documents to support your application. These may include proof of identity, such as a passport, birth certificate, etc. Proof of language proficiency test results, such as IELTS. Proof of education, degrees, diplomas, transcripts. Proof of work experience, such as letters of reference, employment contracts, etc. Submit the application. Once you have gathered all of the required documents, you can submit your application for permanent residence online or by mail. The processing time for permanent residence applications varies depending on the program you are applying through and the volume of applications received. It is important to note that you will not be able to work in Canada until you have received a work permit. Obtain a work permit. If you are a teacher looking to immigrate to Canada, It is important to note that you will not be able to work in Canada until you have received your work permit. You can apply for a work permit online or at a Canadian embassy, consulate, or high commission. To apply for a work permit, you will need to provide the following documents: a valid passport or travel document, 2 passport-sized photographs, a copy of your permanent resident status, evidence of your job offer or employment contract from a Canadian employer, and payment of the work permit fee. Once you have obtained your work permit, you will be able to work as a teacher in Canada. In summary, if you are a teacher looking to immigrate to Canada, there are several options available to you. The Express Entry Program and the Provincial Nominee Program are the most popular options for skilled workers, while the Study in Canada option is a good option for those who are not currently working in Canada. It is important to carefully consider your options and gather all of the required documents before submitting your application for permanent residence. Once you have obtained a work permit, you will be able to work as a teacher in Canada. Now that you know more about how to immigrate to Canada as a teacher, you can start planning your next steps. Applying for permanent resident status in Canada can be complicated to take on alone. Chugo Immigration Services is here to guide you through the immigration application process every step of the way. If living and working in one of the best countries in the world sounds like a dream you want to pursue, don't hesitate to start the process. Canada needs more teachers, and you could be one of them. If you meet the eligibility requirements and are interested in applying to immigrate to Canada as a teacher, contact Chugo Immigration Services at 1-403-836-1861 on WhatsApp, or book a consultation for more information on how to apply and to find out if you are eligible. That is all we have for you today. Thanks for watching the entire episode, and hopefully the information is useful to you. Until the next video, please subscribe, like, and share. The information provided here is for information purposes and does not constitute legal advice. If you wish to retain our services, check out the descriptions below on how to book a consultation.